Shit. I've already been in this entire place. I just finished it and went it through the door, the bottom. The game crashed. So annoying. Everything. I get in. Come on then, dog meat, get in. Thing off the fucking go with these.
I'm through.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
It's a legendary down here, actually. A big one more.
Resume your normal activities. Unidentified. Commencing attack on hostile target. Law and order has prevailed.
Yes. Sweet.
Sally's desk. I don't know why you knocked down walls. My coffee machine that size.
Got it.
Hostile target identified. Situation. Commencing attack on hostile target. Attention, citizens. You may now resume your normal activities. Intruder, identify yourself. Law and order has prevailed.
Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Looking good. These are nearby, like.
Dumb and ugly had a child.
Our vertibird should give us the air
Scribe Halens.
superiority we
Any
need to
luck
win
with that
this
artifact?
war.
Here it is.
Good. I was hoping you'd bring it back safely. I'm always looking for tech. When you're ready for more, just say the word.
Affirmative.
Great. Area's on your map. Good luck.
Still here? Damned if I know what top season you.
The average depth of the Atlantic Ocean is 3,928 meters.
Yes. That's it.
A whale's eyeballs are fixed. Look in a different direction. It must turn its whole body.
Went up to next there. Speak to them.
Welcome to the Nahad Oceanological Society. Welcome to the Nahad Oceanological Society.
Come on. Go check that out. Perfect. take a look. Go check that out. Here.
Welcome to the Nahad Oceanological Society. Welcome to the Nahad Oceanological Society. Welcome to the Nahad Oceanological Society. Welcome to the Nahad Oceanological Society.
Yes.
Welcome to the Nahad Oceanological Society.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us. We've got the airport ruins secured. The perfect
Scribe.
staging area for our assault.
You find that technology yet?
Here it is.
Good. I was hoping you'd bring it back safely. Here's the Commonwealth. Won't be running out of tech anytime soon. Let me know if you're anxious to get back out there.
Affirmative.
Perfect. Here's the area. Be careful.
My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
Maxson is holding his...
I'll wander a bit here first.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victorium! Ad Victorium! Ad Victorium! I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire, and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle.
I
Wear it
forgot
with
one.
pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on.
Stupid dog.
Hey. Wait there.
Congratulations on the promotion.
If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
No way to pick this.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
I wish there were. But we have no idea how bad the synths have infiltrated the population. Maxon said we have to take preemptive measures.
I know what Maxon said, but it sounds like by preventing a war, we might be starting another one. I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. If Proctor Ingram might
I'd gladly
pay
lay
us for
down my
letting me
life
borrow you.
if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
Hey,
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. It's a brilliant tactic.
Outright me or not, don't touch the experiments. Please, ma'am.
Experimental fun.
You know how to get ramen blood off power armor?
Okay.
You know what? It's a long story.
Just go talk to Proctor Ingram. She'll fix it up.
When it comes to keeping the Pridwin running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
That's why I asked you.
If it was up to me,
Things like this happen.
I'd take
Someone would
every
end up on
barrel,
the court.
beauty, and sin. Shoot them into space.
See. Sorry,
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
are all these creatures yours?
Well, they're an important part of my research, if that's what you mean. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
What do you mean, crack the code?
The genetic code. The DNA sequences that are in every living thing. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
Why alter it for a short period of time? Why not do it permanently?
Attempting to alter the genetic code permanently? That's too close to what happened with FEV and Spawn, the super mutant. I'm not willing to take a chance like that. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
Will I get some of that new compound you're developing?
If I make a breakthrough, you'll be the first person I give it to. After I've tested it on myself, of course. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good. Ad Victorium, Squires.
Ad Victorium! Ad Victorium!
Dismissed.
Oh god. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me. How can a machine believe it's alive? That's ridiculous.
There, try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago.
Since replacing humans with exact duplicates makes me sick. Decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk. Got it.
Hey, there it is.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
This is the one I gotta take.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
We can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
Then done something.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Proctor Tegan might have what you need.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through barrels like paper.
Dance.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So, what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Good, because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team,
says that while
you need to
standing
learn
there,
your
set
way
power
around
armor,
this
but
ship
better than
and
his.
get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. And leaves that memorable ozone
Captain.
smell behind.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
I suggest sorting through your gear and dropping anything you don't need. I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
How can I help you today?
I'm just picking up everything that's on your desk.
Good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, It was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. I had enough alliances.
Excuse me,
with
Proctor
Lords.
Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Would it help if I promised not to tell anyone else?
Okay, okay. Get you off my back about it. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
You weren't aboard the Pridwin?
The Pridwin wasn't under Maxon's command at the time. It wasn't even in the Capital Wasteland. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been such a challenge. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time,